Okay, this is the last time I'm filming this. It's been like 11 times. Okay. Whew, this is taking me like an hour. Oh my god. I couldn't think of a good example for how I failed, and got a decent moral from it. I still haven't thought of a great one, so I guess I failed at that. The moral of the story, be more prepared. And the funny thing is I've been thinking about this prompt for the last couple of days, and I still haven't thought of anything until like 5 minutes ago, when I realized a decent example. And that decent, it'll work okay, example is when I was a kid, I was kind of ahead of my peers, the peers I knew, which were not that many because I was homeschooled. So when I was a kid, right, I knew a little bit about film, more than most of my peers, and I didn't have many peers because I was homeschooled. But nonetheless, I did know people and they knew less than me. And understanding that, I kind of started to slack off a little bit. I became a little bit apathetic, or at least I figure I must have. This was a long time ago. And as other people learned more and more about it, and my peers became more and more the type of people who would know stuff about that, I became disproportionately unknowledgeable and increasingly less knowledgeable than the people around me. And I went from being the 12-year-old who knew more than all the other 12-year-olds to being the 16-year-old who really needed to get his act together. And from that failure to always be learning and always trying to be as good as possible, I think I learned that complacency is not an okay thing, and that no matter what group of people you're in, you can't just find gratification in knowing that you're the best in the group or among the best in the group. You have to do things for their own value, I guess. That was a bad sentence. But you need to learn about film because you want to learn about film. Not because you want to know the most in a group, but because you always want to find more knowledge. And I think that that is pretty transferable. So I guess what I learned is never stop trying to be your best. And even when not your best is still better than the people around you, you should still be trying to improve your best. Because there are people better. You're just probably in the wrong group. And also, as I'm saying this, I don't like how this is all kind of based on trying to be the best, because I think that's kind of a bad way to be motivated. But it is how I'm motivated as a juvenile, I guess. I don't know, maybe that's how everyone is motivated. I don't think it's a good way to be motivated. I think we should be motivated to learn for the purpose of having more knowledge and being able to make better things. But that's not always the case. It sometimes is. But I need to finish this. Otherwise, I'll have to make a video about what the failure to post this at midnight told me about life.